Again, good evening. This another late broadcast coming to you from me this night, this morning, this evening, depending on where you are. Thank you. This is my second live video this evening, and like you all know, we are not sleeping. Obinenwere, thank you. We are not sleeping. And Williams Aja, my own Williams, thank you. And I saw your tag, Williams, I saw your tag. We are not sleeping, we are not sleeping, and as we are not sleeping, because the enemy of Biafra freedom, because the enemy of your freedom is not sleeping. And for that reason, we are not sleeping. We are sacrificing everything to make sure that we bring Nigeria to ground zero. And in this war, this media war that we did not fight in 1960s, we are fighting it very, very diligently, and we are winning this war. And by the time we finish with Nigeria government in media war, they will know that Nigeria and Biafra of 1967 are not the Biafrans of 2020. After we finish with Nigeria terrorist-controlled government, they will know that the Biafra of this generation is totally and entirely different from the Biafra of 1960. And because what you have in Nigeria today, the Fulanis that you see controlling the Nigeria government and the economy today, they are living in the past. They are not in the present. And that is the problem. That is their own problem. It is not our own problem. They live in the past, not in the present. They think that they are still in the past. They think that what is attainable in 1967 is attainable today in 21st century. And that is where they are getting everything wrong. So, I want to, before, let me acknowledge you people, because a lot of you, let me acknowledge you, Kevin, Obinale, Anozie Joseph, Starboy, First Star, Oroke, thank you for joining me. Dimenchi, thank you for joining me. Ella Nolem, thank you for joining me. Gloria Bensi, thank you for joining me. Chimeze Jacob, thank you for joining me. Jomu Ekperi, thank you for joining me. Dandy Mo, thank you for joining me. Ugodia Thompson, thank you for joining me. Kiara Chima, thank you. Evening. Ifan Yokoye, thank you for joining me. Mike, thank you. Watching from London, I see you. Stanley Mbamelo, thank you. From the United Kingdom, thank you for watching me this evening, this late. Thank you. AGK Destiny Wilson from Canada. Thank you, Patrick Ubom from Slaska. Thank you, Uche Lebush, my brother. I thank you also. You are watching from Turkey. Mazi Williams Ikenna, thank you for joining me this evening. Mazi Uchenna, thank you for joining me. Yes, we should be very vigilant. We are very, very vigilant. We are. Cyril Okafo, thank you for joining me this evening. Ekene Okaiwe, thank you for joining me. Watching from Germany, thank you. You are doing great as well for joining me this evening. Ifan Okoye, yes, I see you. Thomas Mba, Antonio Kafo, thank you. Watching from London, WC Ignatius, thank you for watching me this late. Felix Kills, Mega Digo, thank you for watching me. Jack Daniels, thank you for watching me. Collins Eze, John P. Omenu, Uche Arteta, Uzo Den, thank you. Vis Moscow Vic, thank you for joining me. Don Somex, O'Connell Peter, Tony Black, my own Tony Black, thank you for joining me this evening. Francis Godwin, Bentley Ulo, Ngozi Bay watching. My own Ngozi Bay, thank you for joining me. Alpha Mudo, thank you. Anthony Brown, yes, we know the fuel price has been reduced because of my video, because of our attack and exposition of the fraud and the Yahoo government of Nigeria and their evil deed against Nigeria. After exposing them yesterday, they shamelessly come and ordered for the fuel price to be reduced. I am still going to bust their stomach this evening. Just watch as I bust their stomach this evening. Chidebere Chiwete, thank you for joining me. Frank Tobe, thank you for joining me. Onoha, Onyemalo Fine, Bon Blacks, Oladipo, Michael Olushola, thank you for watching me from Lagos. Ofu Godwin, thank you for watching me. Julius Ogechi, thank you for watching me. Obigare Iwoha, thank you for watching me. Yes, God will continue to give us strength. Ike Chukwuobi, thank you for watching me. Oliver Chibuzo, thank you for watching me. Ibu Juru Kainu Jidam, thank you for watching me. Anaga General, Onyinye Uba, evening, thank you for watching me. Onyinye Kate, thank you for watching me. Watching Rugo Prince, thank you. Ezeribe Ezekiel, thank you. Yes, they are doing it. Patrick Ubom, thank you from Alaska. Thank you for watching me. Now I have to start. We have over 700 viewers already. Bob Reason Onwe, I see you. Joyce, my own Jocelyn Noah, I see you. Yes, they say I don't call their name. I am trying to see if I can call as many names as possible. It is very wonderful to see people who are ready to be free from evil people who call themselves Nigeria federal government. Jeff Uzo, thank you. You're watching from India. Ike thank you. Watching from Istanbul. Thank you. Michael Billion, thank you. Reno Brooklyn Watcher, thank you. Anthony Brown, again, I see you. Yes, they have reduced the price of the fuel. Like we said yesterday, we are controlling them like remote control, and we will continue to control them like that until Biafra is restored and you have a country where you can buy fuel that is coming from your land, where you can buy it for like 30 naira, where you can buy fuel for 40 naira, where you can buy fuel and you can use fuel as much as you want, because it is a natural gift from God in your land. So yesterday, like I said, the yesterday video, my live broadcast yesterday, when I was analyzing and puncturing their stomach by exposing the fraud in Nigeria government in NNPC. I didn't even finish. I said I will make brief and then I will come later on with a detailed analysis of how Nigeria government have defrauded you, Nigerians. How they have extorted money from you as a Nigerian. And after that video yesterday, we exposed them and naked them in the public. And today, they hurriedly come to reduce, as you can see from this screen, they hurriedly come to reduce the price of fuel. You all participated in making that calculation yesterday, calculating it, and a lot of people say that one barrel has about 158 liters of course, there are other fuel products. There are other products that come out of one barrel. So it is not necessarily that 158 liters are all barrel, are all fuel or petrol. Yes, that is also true. But one thing is that the differences in this whole thing is not much at all. The differences are not much, and when the difference is not much, it is not going to be too much difference. So even if it is at the end of the day, it is about 48 liters that is kerosene and other products coming from there. So the federal government, controlled by Fulanis, they are following us bomber to bomber. As we are following them, they are following us. So after they listened to and watched my broadcast yesterday, of course, the conscience couldn't let them sleep. They know that this is the biggest scam that I have exposed. This is the biggest scam that Biafra agitators have exposed about them. It is the biggest scam, and the more of this exposition are coming from us. And immediately today, they rushed to change the price of fuel. They went and changed the price of fuel. As you can see, federal government reduced price of petrol to 125 naira per liter. And for you to know how stupid how stupid and incompetent these people are. They, of course, they hurriedly rushed to calculate whatever they calculated, and I will come to make analysis of the actual price that they are supposed to be selling this fuel to Nigerians, but rather they are ripping you off. I will make that analysis and make it very, very well, that it will now puncture their stomach. But I am not coming, this is to show you that we are holding them. We are holding them and controlling them like remotes, and that is how we will control them until Biafra come. They will never know peace. We will not let them sleep. As I'm talking to you, their agents are watching us. They are watching me, and they will only watch, and after this my video, their conscience will continue to judge them. Now, this, as you can see, let me read what they have said to you. This is today. The federal government has ordered the NNPC to adjust the price of fuel to reflect global market reality. You see that? This is the global market reality, and this is not the reality. Why are they talking about global market reality? Why are they talking about global market? Oil is in Nigeria, not global. It is from Nigeria soil. The crude oil is coming from Nigeria soil. So they use this global here to confuse Nigerians, thinking that there is anything like global market realities. What is global market reality? If you want to calculate global market reality, you have to calculate the level of living in Nigeria. It is not about global reality. In global reality and in Nigeria reality, it is two different things. Two different things. They are using global to deceive you again. I will make sure I finish them. I told Nigeria government, controlled by this Fulani, that it is time for them to bring in their best brain. Biafrans are not smiling. Now, they talk about to reflect global reality. There is two things here. You have global reality and you have Nigeria reality. So they should not be talking about global reality. Rather, they should be talking about Nigeria reality. Because as I'm talking to you today, when they are talking about global reality, it means that they are assuming that your life, the standard of your life is the same as the global reality. Meanwhile, Nigerians are living in less than $1 per day. Would you say that is a global reality? The answer is no. Nigeria has become the poverty capital of the world today. Would you say that is a global reality? The answer is no. So, would you say that as dollar has catapulted to over 400 naira per $1 today, would you say that naira is now equivalent to global reality? The answer is no. So, why will these people who don't know anything about how to run economy of a country will be comparing and making an economic policy to meet global reality, whereas the people in Nigeria are not living according to the standard in global reality? Are you people watching and listening? So now, when you go to Qatar, for example, that have oil, when you go there, the oil price in Qatar is reflecting their standard of life in Qatar. It is not reflecting the global reality. The oil price in Saudi Arabia, those who uses oil and buy gas and to fuel their car in Saudi Arabia, is not reflecting global reality. It reflects the standard of living in Saudi Arabia. When you come to Europe, the price of fuel in Europe, where you have the highest standard of living, is reflecting in each country according to the standard of living in each country. It is not there is no global oil price in EU. There is nothing like global reality. It is fraud coming from the Fulani government. If you come to Germany today, the price of oil in Germany, the PMS price in Germany is different from the PMS price in countries that are using crown. The PMS price of oil in Estonia is different from the PMS price of oil in Latvia. The PMS price of oil in Latvia is different from the PMS price of oil in Lithuania. The PMS price in Lithuania is different from the PMS price of oil in Poland. And these prices are set according to the standard of living in the country where the oil is being sold. So, what is Nigeria Fulani talking about? That they are reducing the price of the fuel to 125 naira to meet global reality. What do they mean by global reality? They should come and explain to you, because of incompetence. The incompetency in them is smelling. So, after that yesterday video, they rushed to the man in Aso Rock, because that, like I said, we will bring them down to ground zero, and this exposition we are doing now is part of the reason we want to exit from Nigeria. So that when you come to Biafra, when we are producing oil in Biafra, you will buy oil as low as 10 naira. Because we will not be focused in ripping off the citizens of Biafra. Rather, we will focus on generating income from the gas and crude oil from abroad, from our foreign investors and foreign countries. We will not be ripping off the masses. We will not be ripping off the citizens of Biafra like the Nigeria government they are doing to you today. They rob you, like I have said yesterday, they rob you in the oil sector, they rob you in your marketplaces, they rob you on the federal road with the police, they rob you by sponsoring kidnapping, they rob you by sponsoring herdsmen, they rob you by sponsoring Boko Haram, and everything about them is evil. They don't care for you. And now we are agitating for country that will care for you, that you cannot buy fuel in your own country where the fuel is coming from, that you will not be able to buy fuel for 40 naira. Rather, we are looking at 10 naira because we are not interested in generating money from fuel and crude oil. Biafra will be multi-system. It is not going to be an oil-based economy like Nigeria. So that is why you must support, if you want to, in this your life, before you die, if you want to, for once, have a good life and live in a country that you will have your life insured, you have insurance, you have functional hospital, you will have good road, you will have social system. The social system I'm talking about is that if you are unemployed, which is not going to be possible in Biafra land, the government will take care of you. That is how it is done in 21st century. And it is not happening like that today. The Biafra we are talking about is a Biafra that you will have a data system, database system. The country we are talking about, Biafra, is a country that will have the strongest credit-based system. And the Fulanese cannot do that because that is not their problem. Their problem is taking your land and turning you into Islam by force. Now, let me continue reading so that you will know the impunity of these people. The impunity. What am I trying to say? They have used this English to try to deceive you and other Nigerians that as you can see, the federal government here, the federal government has ordered the NNPC to adjust the price of fuel to reflect global market realities. There is no global market reality in Nigeria. Nigeria have their own reality, which is totally different from global reality. And if this government is anything to go by, they should change the price to reflect Nigeria reality. Nigeria reality is that you are paying somebody who is working every month 30,000 naira. For those who are paying, how much is 30,000 naira in global reality? Are you telling me now that I want somebody to convert 30,000 naira to dollar? I want you all of you that are watching, please, and we need calculator. Somebody should check what is the rate. Convert 30,000 naira minimum wage into dollar. Let us see. Please. Somebody should help. Convert 30,000 naira into dollar. Check the. You can check it online. Type 30,000 and convert it, 30,000 naira and convert it to dollar. Let us see. Because our own is that when we are dealing with them, we are dealing with them with facts and figures. So 30,000 naira into dollar. How much is that? It cannot be. 30,000 naira is how much? Is it $100? $89. Now, 30,000 naira is $89. And in this place, they are telling you that they have reduced the oil price to reflect global market reality. Now, the global market reality, I want to ask you this question. The global market reality, where you are, in the country you are, around the world, are you receiving $100 per month? Are you receiving $100? Are you living on $100 per month? The answer is no. And would you say that is global reality? Of course, they say global market reality. Will you say that you are living? Those of you who are in Qatar watching me today, how much is your oil price, the PMS price in Qatar? And how much is your minimum wage in Qatar? How much? You see, of course, those of you, if there are no person from Qatar, there is no problem. But these are the points. Because they say they are doing it to reflect global market price. It cannot be global market price at 125 naira per liter. It should be 40 naira per liter. At least people can manage it. 40 naira per liter. Because you are calculating and selling according to the standard of living in Nigeria. The standard of living in Nigeria is not up to global stage. It is in the lowest. Nigeria has become the poverty capital of the world. What that word means is that you cannot rank Nigeria. Whatever you do in Nigeria, you can't rip off Nigerians because in global stage, the price is this or that. That was why the World Bank and the IMF or whoever ranked Nigeria the poverty capital of the world. It means that you have been reduced. You cannot be comparing yourself to developed world or to even other African countries like Ghana. You can no longer continue to compare yourself. You can no longer continue to do things and you are making references to other country, to global, to global reality, because that poverty capital have reduced Nigeria to zero. And not that the poverty capital of the world is, somebody say in Qatar, minimum wage is $200. $200 is minimum wage in Qatar. Okay? How much is the oil, the PMS price in Qatar, please? We want to know how much is the, of course, I am believing what you are writing me here. So whether it is $200, remember they have their own currency as well. Whether it is $200 or so, how much is the PMS price in Qatar? Because this is what we should be. It is a simple logic. So how much is it? It is 50 naira per liter. Okay, in Qatar it is 50 naira per liter. Okay, so Qatar oil is 0.48. Okay, so anyway, but let us not go into that, whether it is right or whether it is correct or wrong. This is the fact. But now, there is something else I want to tell you. Something else. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Are you seeing this screen? Just one moment. I will be with you in 1 minute. In 1 minute. Sorry about that. I am back. Have to. Sorry for the delay. Now, all right. Okay, this thing you are looking at now in this screen is the latest. What you saw in this screen, I'm going to go through it, so show you and you will see. What you saw in that screen now is the latest employment in NNPC in Nigeria. the latest employment. And let me adjust my cap, because this one is very, very, very important. I am adjusting my cap. Now, what you saw now is the latest employment in Nigeria Petroleum Corporation, NNPC. I am going to show you the names of the people that has been employed by Fulani government in NNPC. And of course, you can see their positions. I don't need to be calling out their positions as the MD, PRE, whatever, but I'm going to show you the names. I will make it very bold for you to see the impunity in oil and gas in Nigeria. Now, have your patience as I go through the name. You see, this is the latest employment in Nigeria NNPC. Latest employment. You see this name? Number 1 is Diko Ahmed. Number 1 is Diko Ahmed. And when you see how many people that are here, the people who are claiming that they own the oil, the Biafrans who are claiming that they own the oil, you will see how many of you, how many of your kinsmen, how many of your village people from Ijo, from Ibibio, from Rivers, from Imo, from Abia, from Enugu, how many of you, how many of your kinsmen has been employed last week? Because this is the latest employment by our appointment, I would say, by the Fulani-controlled government. This is complete list of the people that has been employed by the federal government of Fulanis. Number 1 is Diko Ahmed. Number 2 is Oyetunde Ada Neka. Number 3 is Usman Baba. Number 4 is Bariwei Ayobuteko Ferdinand. Omotawa Oluwaseyi Oluseun. You see? So I don't need to be calling this name. But now, just look through these names. You will see that 90% of the people in this list are from the north, from the northern Nigeria. And they are employed to take charge of the oil in the southern Nigeria. Are you people following? Look at the names from the beginning till the end. I am going through it. Continue looking at these names. 90% of the people you are seeing here are from the north. 90%. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? Now I am coming to the second list. This is from 1 to 36. I am coming to the second list. These names you see here, like I said, 90% are from the north. Now, this is the second list. This is the second list. Number 41, Umar Abdu. All the things you see here, 90% of them are from the north. You see the reason why you must not be castigating your own brother from the south. You see the reason why Igbos must stop abusing Yorubas. You see the why Yorubas must stop abusing the Igbos. You see the reason why you must stop abusing and calling yourself names instead of the power you use to call yourself and your brother's name. You use that power to come together and free yourself from these people. Look at the names. This is the latest employment in NNPC. Look at the names. 90% of them are from the north. 90% of these names are from the north. Now, look again. The last one, %90 of the list here from the north. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? The number stops at 58. This one, the number stops at 58. Here, this one stops at 71. The names you are seeing here, all of them are all from the north. You see, when we come to shout about the disintegration of Nigeria, the people of the other region will begin to say, oh, Igbo speaking part of Biafra will dominate. Igbo speaking part of Biafra will dominate. Who is dominating who now? Here you see people from the north. 90% of the employment in NNPC is from the north. From finishing what we are doing, yes, connected again, come back, yes, come back, because Facebook cannot stop this information I am giving now. Whether it is Facebook or whether it is network, whichever one it is, they cannot stop it. I will give the information. If you don't watch it live, you will come back and watch it again. So don't mind Facebook. Now, what I want you to see again is this. I am bringing you a video that you need to watch. They continue to sabotage and tap on the network, but we will not stop. We will not stop. So just sit and watch what I'm about to show you. I want you to listen very clearly. I've listened very attentively. This is a military man, a military commander in Nigeria, who, of course, Olabode, thank you for joining me. This is a military commander in Nigeria. This is a military commander, and he is telling you that Boko Haram are surrendering, and according to them, the military, that it is a welcome development and they have achieved a lot. And those repentant Boko Haram has done a lot. So, and the reason he's giving here, let me play this again so you understand what I'm saying.
They were not coerced.
Okay. He is telling you that how to know that they have repented. This is supposed to be an intelligent security officer. He tells you that what makes them convince, what convinced them that those Boko Haram that have repented or surrendered is that they surrendered voluntarily. So it is only when Boko Haram surrenders voluntarily, they will now be convinced that the surrendering is genuine and they have repented. That is his own analysis. How he does his own analysis as a security, as intelligent man he's supposed to be. Now, let me continue to play this video.
None of the actions, none of the non-kinetic actions, seeming activities, and then one of the things that the defense information outfit, I think under you did, you people spread the message, propaganda. They saw the leaflets, majority of them, and they were encouraged to come out. You were encouraged that you are not going to be hurt, nothing will happen to you, you are going to be taken care of. Do you think it will be easy for somebody who was carrying arms to come and surrender to somebody who's not carrying arms? Somebody who is still under influence. We asked them, how do you go out for this? They told me they give us tramadol. That is tramadol. They go out to kill people to do their wickedness under influence. Not.
Now, there is one thing I want Nigeria to know today, and probably for the first time. This military man is telling you that it is not easy. Do you think that it is easy for a Boko Haram carrying arm to come and surrender to somebody who is not carrying arm? Do you people hear this statement? He said, do you think, he asked the press people, do you think it is easy for Boko Haram who is carrying arm to come to surrender to people who are not carrying arm? So this is a very important statement that people should begin to ask questions. Who are these people that are not carrying arms that Boko Haram are surrendering to? Are you people listening? Who are these people that are not carrying arms that Boko Haram are surrendering to? And what are their role in this whole scandals? That is a very good question. Every Nigerian, every meaningful Nigerian from the Senate should be asking Nigerian military to come and expatiate what this man, explain what does this man mean by saying, do you think it is easy for Boko Haram who is carrying arm to surrender to somebody who did not carry arm? Let me play the video again.
That is tramadol. Comes. Somebody who is still under going to be taken care of. Do you think it will be easy for somebody who was carrying arms to come and surrender to somebody who's not carrying arms? Somebody who is still under influence. We asked them, how do you go out for this? They told me they give us tramol. That is tramadol. They go out to kill people to do their wickedness under influence, not normal people. Now there is a military angle to it. The military didn't hijack it. When we went there, how many organizations did we see there? So many civil organizations. The only organization you see there is just one out of 21. The International Office of Migration is under the umbrella of International Office of Migration. You have the correctional service here. You have psychologists here. You have the medicals here. Several civil that I will not boast of my knowledge and my retentive memory, I cannot remember. I think we have their brief. Yeah? Including UNICEF with their structures there. So it is not true. There is maybe something that they have not told you. And it's not all about money. Their workshop, they will bring equipment, they are feeding everything, even as we're in the vehicle. The commander was communicating with a civilian coordinator that supplies them diesel. So it's a multi-agency affair. But do you know what they do? The terrorists are so trash and hard and wicked. You can't keep them in any place. And if they are not properly secured by the military,
Did you hear that? The same man who is receiving the so-called repentant Boko Haram is telling you that the terrorists are very wicked. The same man telling you somebody who again, so all those people, all of you who are being interrupted by this Facebook network, whatever they are doing in their center there, you know, they can only, like I said, they can only interrupt the live program, but they cannot interrupt the video. You will watch the video after the live program. So if they are interrupting the live broadcast, they cannot interrupt it when it has been posted. So if you don't follow the live broadcast because of the corruption in Nigeria Facebook, you can still watch the video after that. Now, let me continue so you can listen to this man.
tell you they will come and release them. It happened in Abuja here. And if they are not properly secured by the military, I tell you, they will come and release them. It happened in Abuja here at the onset of this terrorism and insurgency, whereby when they were kept somewhere, they came, attack, bomb the place, kill the police, people that were on guard. If they can go to Giwa Barracks, where we kept them just for interrogation and all, where won't they go? I can tell you that is the main area where the military is supposed to be involved, of which they are doing to the benefit, to the advantage of the whole setup. Otherwise, it will not be able to do what? To succeed.
Did you hear that? This military is revealing information that they have never made public. This man, and he don't know he was actually saying it. He said that Boko Haram are so powerful that if they could invent Abuja and went to Giwa Barrack to release the Boko Haram members that they kept just for interrogation in Giwa Barrack, that according to him, he said that in that Giwa Barrack is where military Nigerian army should have like the biggest security. But Boko Haram breached their security there. And he's telling you now that if they can do that, it means they can do anything. Listen to it. It's him. I'm not saying it.
Soft, and then the high risk, the low risk and high risk, separate them into two. The low risk are the ones that will say, even if you release me today, I am going back. I was part of it. They will tell you to your face, release me today, I am going back to the bush. How do you take such a person to the bush? Those are the ones that, by way of encounter, combat encounter, they lose their weapon, not that they surrender to you in the real sense. The next category are those ones that, peradventure, they felt they have made a mistake by even surrendering. You do all the psycho activities to disorientate them, to de-indoctrinate them, then they now change and say, no, I'm going back. So the military is highly important. You all know about Kenji, where they are trying them, where they are, and because of the facilities there.
Yes, I will create a YouTube channel and I will make it available to everyone. So thank you for that suggestion. I will create a YouTube channel as well.
It is not funding it. It is International Office of Migration under the UN and UNICEF. A lot of this, UNICEF built a structure there. A lot of this is a multi-agency effort to ensure that. And of course, they are being encouraged.
Yes.
The people that are there, we interacted.
This question you asked now, Ike Nawoli, sir, is the question everybody has been asking. I'm actually coming to address that because this man said they have made progress. So I don't know the kind of progress they are making. We are listening to him.
Say again. Are we getting the result? Very well.
Okay.
Let me tell you, one of them told us that he is a GOC.
Okay.
They called him General Officer Commanding.
Okay.
Do you know the strength of his troops? 167.
Okay.
Lethal, wicked people.
Okay.
That we use rocket propelled grenade like an AK-47.
Okay.
Only 10 of them will mount attack that a conventional army of a company of about one.
Okay. All right. Did you hear the military man accepting that 10 Boko Haram members that they have arrested, that one of them they arrested, he is admitting here that that kind of person, that kind of Boko Haram fighter,
Somebody that will have influence of about 1,000 people. Now we have 606 of them in the camp that will be moved into the reintegration camp in Medogri in the next 4 months. So by the time you have been able to get this 600 reintegrated, or even about half of them, with those that we have integrated before, is a lot of effort. And that is why I can tell you confidently that there is a lot of confusion in their camp. They are fighting themselves and killing themselves. Even the ones that used to see the one that Chekao that is existing now told us the condition of the man.
but he cannot go back with Nigeria military. He cannot lead military to the hideout of Sheku. But this man is telling you that one said to them that if he have his way, he will go and kill Sheku. But he cannot lead Nigeria military to the hideout of the Sheku. Are you seeing the scam? Are you seeing the lies? Somebody you captured and who claimed to have repented. What is the progress you have made so far? To join them in the festival where he was attacked. But as I'm talking to you now, he is yet to visit Lagos. But he was there in Kebbi State. It is time you wake up and support Nigeria disintegration as a Biafran, as Oduduwa, as a Southerner in Nigeria. It is time. The danger that is coming, it is not the thing that will begin to shout Biafra, Biafra alone. It is time as a Southerner, if you know that you are from the southern part of Nigeria, it is time you wake up before your life will end like those ones that they ended in Lagos 2 days ago. Thank you and have a wonderful good night. I want to thank especially, I want to take 1 minute to call those who stayed until this end of this video. Thank you, Kibo Kino. Thank you for staying until the end of this broadcast. Thank you, Anderson Emenike Okoro. Thank you, Olabode. Thank you to the Ernest. Thank you, Chelsea Marshall Benedict, for staying until the end of this live broadcast today. Thank you, Etim Okon. Thank you, Rock Goodness Stone. Thank you, David Adioha. Onyinye Kate. Thank you, Tricia Unjust. Thank you for joining and staying until the end of this video. Thank you, Chukwudi Stanley, Onyinye Kate. I see you, Etim. I see you, Chuks Egbo Atiyu. Thank you for staying this late. Yes, there is nothing like repentant. Bentley Ulo. Thank you for joining. Mary Nadi. Thank you. Thank you, Ifoma Eze. Thank you, Prince, for staying this late. Lucky John or Lock John. Thank you from Germany. Williams Aja, thank you. We don't mind those corrupt politicians. Lolo Ogechi Enyama, thank you. Selin Uzo, thank you for staying this late. Pablo Emmanuel Ezedon, Obiadun Maobi, thank you. Abiodun for staying this late. Ezeribe Ezekiel, thank you for staying this late. Goody, thank you for staying this late. Kelechi Mba, thank you for staying this late. Ernest Aneke, have a good night, everyone, and we see again. And I am coming with another mind-blowing information to continue to tear Nigeria apart. Good night, and have a wonderful